A special service campaign for the Toyota Tacoma. Not a recall, but a remedy notice. Are you affected? Well, good afternoon everybody, and welcome back to RobMotive. That's right, I have received a special service campaign for my Toyota Tacoma. We're going to run through it. You can see if you're affected and if you even really care about this. Let me go ahead, have a seat, sit you guys down, we'll open it up and take a look at it. I received this about 2 or 3 days ago, so if you haven't gotten one yet, this is what it is. And maybe yours is still coming, I don't know. So what does it say? It says multiple 2021, of course, and 2022 model year vehicles. DCM, Data Communication Module, reprogramming. Special Service Campaign 22T as in Tom, C as in Charlie, 01. So it's 22TC01. That's the number for it in case you want to Google it, look it up yourself. So it goes on to say, Dear Toyota customer, isn't that sweet? At Toyota, we have flies. Well, they don't, but I do, apparently. At Toyota, we are dedicated to providing vehicles of outstanding quality and value. At Toyota, we are dedicated to providing vehicles of outstanding quality and value. As part of our continuing efforts to provide superior customer satisfaction, Toyota is announcing a special service campaign which includes your vehicle. Not even one of those check your VIN number deals. Apparently, I am lucky I am included. It says you received this notice because our records, which are based primarily on state registration and title data. I didn't know the Toyota dealerships were tied into your registration, but apparently they are. Indicate that you are the current owner. In this case, I am. I have a question for you guys before we move on. How many people out there, when they trade off their Tacomas, actually send in notification to Toyota that you've traded it off for something else? Do you ever do that? I never do, and that's why I continue to get notices for vehicles I don't own. It's my own fault, but I'm curious if you do it. Okay, let's move right along here. What is the condition? Due to improper programming, shame on them, they didn't say that, of the Data Communication Module, or the DCM, which provides cellular communication in various situations, including emergencies, the driver and Safety Connect operator may not be able to hear each other's voices during the Safety Connect call. So I'm guessing if you push that little SOS button, or whatever it is, up there on your center console top area, they're talking about that. That's when it would connect to some sort of an operator or something. What will Toyota do? Any authorized Toyota dealer will update the DCM software, and in bold, right there, it says, free of charge to you. You ever taken one in and the dealership tried to charge you? Shouldn't happen. What should you do? It says, before you are inconvenienced by this condition, I would think it'd be a little more than an inconvenience if you were in an emergency situation and we're depending on that, particularly if you're paying the monthly fee to have it. Let's see. Before you are inconvenienced by this condition, any authorized Toyota dealer will perform the software upgrade free of charge to you. Again, in bold. Please contact your authorized Toyota dealer to make an appointment to have the software update performed. The remedy will take approximately 45 minutes. However, depending on the dealer's work schedule, it may be necessary to make your vehicle available for a longer period of time. That's such a bummer. I hate doing that. I'm taking my Jeep Gladiator in, the Mojave, to have it diagnosed for something. I talk about that on the other channel, RobMotive JT, and they actually want me to leave it there all day. Now we're gonna have a little talk about that when I show up, because I'm really not looking to do that. We'll see what happens. It goes on to say, note, this condition may occur when the ignition is turned off and then turned back on again, and then turn back on again Boy, their wording. Let me start this over. It says this condition may occur when the ignition is turned off and then turn back again on within approximately 5 to 6 seconds. In order to avoid this condition, until your vehicle's software has been updated, wait at least 6 seconds before turning the ignition back on after turning it off. So you're in an emergency situation, you're sitting somewhere, you just rolled your Tacoma, you gotta make sure that you turn it off and wait 6 seconds before you turn it back on. Sounds like a heck of a solution to me. If you believe you may have turned the ignition on within 5 to 6 seconds of turning it off, turn the ignition off again and wait at least 6 seconds before turning it back on to restore functionality to the Safety Connect system. So all kidding aside, if you're in an emergency situation, you've turned the vehicle off, you need emergency help, you need to wait at least 6 seconds before you turn it back on again so that you don't have any problems connecting with the operator that's going to help you out. It says here, what if you have other questions? Your local Toyota dealer will be more than happy to answer your questions, blah, blah, blah. If you would like to update your vehicle ownership, this is where it gets into whether or not you still own it. Contact information, please visit www.toyota blah, blah, blah. You will need the full 17-digit VIN number to input the new information. So, if you've sold your Tacoma and you want to update that you're no longer the owner so that you don't get notifications like these anymore for a truck that you don't own, then you have to know the VIN number. If you are a vehicle lessor, please assist us by forwarding this notice to the leasee. So if you own a vehicle that you're leasing to somebody else, you want to give the information of that somebody else so that they can take care of this. It says, and this is closing, we have sent this notice in the interest of your continued satisfaction with our products, and we sincerely regret any inconvenience this condition may have caused you. Thank you for driving a Toyota. Sincerely, Toyota Motor Sales. And then on the back side, it's translated into Spanish in case you're a Spanish-speaking individual. So all kidding aside, it is good that they do this. I mean, even on something like this, frankly, I'm not going to subscribe to the system once it's over, and it's probably over the trial I'm talking about that I had before. But I do believe if you're in an emergency and you hit that button, I think somebody will still answer. I'll have to try that in a video down the road once my service expires. I think it's a year or something. I have to be getting pretty close. But I'll have to try that out and see if indeed anybody actually answers, because I believe they will. So that's it, that's the scoop. Special service campaign, remedy notice regarding the DCM. Let me know, leave a comment. Does this affect you, and do you even care? Is it something that you're gonna go spend your time at the dealership to have fixed? I'd be curious to know. Also, real quick, I do have 2 additional channels. RobMotive MT, all about mini trucks, currently the Hyundai Santa Cruz, and RobMotive JT, all about Jeep Gladiators. Check them out, and if you're interested, please consider subscribing. Thanks for watching. Stay safe out there. Bye.